Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a short video on external hip openers, but we're going to be doing them standing, so standing postures. So from Virabhadrasana to Warrior 2, Trikonasana, triangle, so those are all external hip openers. So those feel really nice. So we are going to need 2 blocks and your mat and lots of smiles, and we will get started. And one more thing, please like below or subscribe to my channel. All right, so we're gonna start at the center of our mats. So bring your blocks and place them at the back of your mat so you have access to them. So you're gonna come to the center of your mat, bring your feet together, big toes together, take your arms shoulder height like so, bend your knees, and then I want you to walk or step your feet wide apart. So they're gonna be nice and wide so that your wrists are directly in line with your ankles. And then place your hands on your hips. Now we're gonna start by pivoting in the left foot. So pivot your left foot in at an angle. Then from deep within the hip socket of the right thigh, you're rotating that out. Okay, so look at your feet. You're gonna have front heel, so the right heel to back arch alignment. Now bend in the front knee, extend your arms shoulder height. Gaze over the right hand. Check to see that the right knee is tracking in line with the right ankle. We want to protect the knee. Now if you find that your right knee is caving into the left, I want you to hug that right hip under as you press that left thigh bone back nice and straight. Now if you find that your chest is leaning forward, I want you to reach your left arm back to stack the torso over the hips. Now from here, you're rolling that right rib to the left. Left rib rolls back as you soften the shoulders away from the ears and gaze over gently and softly over your right hand. As you take a few deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. Pressing into the front heel. Keep rooting in the back edge of that back left foot. Now from here, you're going to straighten the front leg. Put more weight into the big toe mound of the front foot. Tilt your hips and place your right hand on the block or on the mat on the outside of your right shin. Now from here, you're going to take the left arm up to the ceiling. And you're rooting down in the outer edge of the back foot, hugging that right hip under, rolling that left rib back, broadening through the collarbone, and finding length in the right side waist. Gazing up towards the left thumb or to the right big toe mound, whatever feels good to you. Taking a couple more breaths here in Trikonasana pose, triangle pose. So both knees in triangle pose are straight, but they're not locking. So you want to micro bend the knees so you're not sitting in the knee joints. Now from here, you're going to bend in the front leg and then come back into Virabhadrasana 2. So we're just going to set up for side angle pose. So from here, you're going to place the right hand on the inside or the outside of the right ankle, on the block or on the mat, taking the left arm up to the ceiling. So if your hand is in the inside of the right ankle, you're pressing that right arm into the knee, opening up the hip, pressing that left thigh bone nice and straight, broadening through the collarbones. Now if you're arching in the lower back, release the top of the buttock down towards the left heel. Now we're going to be going into Ardha Chandrasana. So place your left hand on your left hip. And then from here, you're going to take your block and place it about a foot and a half in front of you, a little bit towards the right. Hop the back foot forward and then glide the left foot up hip height. But see how my toes are not pointing down and opening up the left hip to the left side. Left toes face the left wall. Hug the right hip into the midline. Broaden through the collarbones and find some length in the spine. Then take your left arm up to the ceiling. Now you can stay here and glance at the floor, or you can look up towards the left thumb, whatever is available to you. And the block is a really good way to find some length and space. Now from here, you're going to bend the right leg, and then you're going to step and glide that left foot back. And we're finding our way back into side angle pose. Or you could, there's always so many different transitions, so you can even go into Trikonasana. And from here, you're going to press into the front heel, rise back up to Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Bend in the front knee, and find that side stretch. Placing the left hand on your left thigh or shin, calf. Inhale, rise up to Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten the front leg. Parallel your legs, and we'll do the other side. Place your hands on your hips. Now, pivot your right foot in at an angle. From deep within the hip socket, rotate the left thigh out at an angle. So you're at front heel to back arch alignment. Bend in the front leg. Take your arms shoulder height. Make sure that the left knee is tracking in line with the left ankle. We want to protect the knee. Now, if the left knee is caving into the right, I want you to hug that hip under as you press that right thigh bone back nice and straight. If you're arching in the lower back, lift the belly in and up. Rotating left rib to the right, right rib rolls back. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. As you gaze over the left hand. Now if your chest is leaning over the front thigh, reach the right arm back to stack the torso over the hips. Now from here, straighten the front leg. Pour more weight into the big toe mound of the front foot. Then tilt your hips, reach your arm forward, and then place your right hand, or your left hand, getting my lefts and rights wrong here. Place your left hand on the outside of the left shin, on the block or on the mat, taking the right arm up to the ceiling for Trikonasana pose. Now you're rooting down in the outer edge of the back foot, finding length in the side waists, rolling the right rib back, broadening through the collarbones, putting more weight into the big toe mound of the front foot. Take 2 more breaths here. All right, now rise up to stand. Come back into Virabhadrasana 2, bending in the front leg. We're going to set up for side angle pose. So reach your left arm down towards the mat, and you're going to place the left hand on the inside or the outside of that left ankle. Keep a nice good bend in that front leg. Now take the right arm up overhead and reach the right fingertips towards the front wall. Keep rooting down on the outer edge of the back foot. Now if you're arching in the lower back, hug that left hip under. And breathe as you bend a little bit deeper. All right, lift the right arm up to the ceiling. Place the right hand on the hip. We're coming into half moon pose. So from here, place that block about a foot and a half in front of you towards the left. Depends on your torso. And then hop or glide the right leg up hip height. And you're opening up the right hip towards the side. Right toes face the right side, not down. As you hug that left hip into the midline. Broaden through the collarbones, and then inhale, lift the right arm up when you're ready. You may want to even trust yourself to lean a little bit back, but you'll notice that you can see in your peripheral that your right foot is a little bit to the right and your left hand is a little bit to the left. So you're really finding that balance. And don't forget to breathe, and if you fall out, that's okay. Find yourself back into it with a calm and eased mind. Now from here, you're going to bend the front leg, so the left leg is bent. Glide the right foot back. We'll come into a side angle pose. And press into the left foot. Rise up to Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Bend in the front leg, placing the right hand on the thigh or the right calf, never on the knee. And then inhale, rise back to Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten the front leg, parallel your feet, hands on your hips. Bend one knee and then the other. And that was it. That was our standing poses with external hip opening. All right, everyone. So that was it. That was the short and sweet, in-depth video on external hip openers, standing postures. So I hope you guys liked the video, but we will see you guys next week, next Thursday. Namaste, everyone.